Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the Cash App. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Tennessee is up in the building. What's going on? Michigan is up in the house. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Lee for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Say the 404 Atlanta is up in the building. What it do? Say happy Friday, happy STD Friday. Y'all go ahead on and hit the old button out here. The 505 is around here. Happy STD Friday. What it do? Say Florida for president. I'm trying to told you, we ain't playing with you people. We not playing with you people out here in these streets. Florida, my state, stand your ground state, bust a bitch and go home state. Please don't run up, we in Fifth Eye Life state. Oh, we gonna show you around here. We not California. Man, we in not California out here. No. The 334 The Gump Monkey Town is up in the building. What's happening? Minnesota's up in the building. Keep it coming. Don't be afraid. I told y'all that we're a little different. We is a little different. We is a Republican state. Huh? We is a Republican state. We don't play. Now we be in the news for like a lot of things and stuff like that, right? That we feeling on the kids and all that fly stuff. But other than that, we don't play. We don't play around here in these doggone streets. I'm trying to tell you something. Shit ain't gonna end well for you. It's not gonna end well. They say, Willie, you gonna speak on the wars or you like the neighborhood Spider-Man? Bam, I'm the neighborhood Spider-Man. I just saw today. And shout out to, they say Israel done bombed Iran. And Trump say, shit, that's what you get for playing. I said, got to be more careful. I tell you, we tried to have talks. We tried to get speeches and shit, and y'all just want to do what y'all want to do. I saw a little bit of that this morning. I was like, wow, they done bombed them people. And shout out to the people who have done told me over time since this thing has been going on, Israel ain't did nothing to nobody. I'm like, really? They did nothing? That's what's up. I don't know the history. I don't know the history, but one thing that I can tell you, somebody did something to somebody for that shit to pop off. Can we just keep it 100? Somebody did something to somebody that made it pop off. And we know the first thing that started it. We know what happened. The first thing that popped it off. We know whose side started it or who got the party started. But that shit right there was for a reason too. I don't know the reasons. I've heard some of the reasons. I don't know the reasons, but I can tell you this right here. People ain't just been popping off for nothing. I'm just saying. But anyway, Iran done got bombed. They dropped bombs and stuff, and things went bakooey, ba-pow. Things were. But like I be trying to tell people, everything ain't your business. Everything ain't your business. You say Israel is the USA child. Now that's chunky. What? They always been messing over there for centuries. That's what I've been hearing too. So, yeah. Georgia's up in the building. What it do? Alabama's up in the house. Y'all come on in. Sit right on down. Now, I can't advertise. I can't advertise the way I've been advertising. I'm finna try something. I am finna try something because I was looking at being shadow banned. I speak about being shadow banned a lot, and I was watching some stuff, and I watched a few videos, and they was talking about be careful with like you spamming and stuff like that. Be careful, because if you spamming on your channel, then they will shadow ban. And then I was like, well, what the hell is spamming? I didn't understand what spamming was. So hold on. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for the $5 super chat. They say they are occupying someone else's homeland like the Euros are doing here. You say, when will we reclaim ours? I don't know. We busy right now. It seems like we busy right now. Or we comfortable. Baltimore's in there big. What's happening on my way to my daughter's graduation? Man, y'all be safe at these graduations too, cause we out there fighting and everything, shit like that right there. I done saw a few, you good parents out there thumping and bumping and they shooting up, things like that right there. So just be careful. Watch 23, 16, your 9 at all time. And don't do like I had done did. I had went to a graduation. I think that was last year. I went to the graduation, or the year before last, or something, when my kinfolk had done graduated from UM. I drove. I got on out, went to walking into the little thing, and my arm hit like my hip or something like that. I'm like, oh snap! I can't be on school property, on school grounds, going into a graduation with that foul me. I had to turn all the way back around and take them things off me, man, because I was like, well, obviously they're gonna have metal detectors and stuff. And guess what had to happen? I got in line, but ain't got no metal detectors. I'm like, you know what? I wasted all them steps, but I be trying to get over the 10,000 steps a day. But I wasted all them doggone steps to go on and take that back and put that right back in the car. Doggone shame. I felt a little light, and I'm really watching my 12 and 6, my 9. Bitch, I might have to thump out here in these screens. I don't trust nothing. I don't trust nothing. I'm nervous out here. That's what's up. Look. So just be careful. But I had saw somebody's video, and they was talking about be careful. You may be spamming, and you don't even know that you be spamming. So I had to look up, well, what does YouTube define as spamming? YouTube defines spam as content that is excessively posted, repetitive, or untargeted, often with the goals of misleading viewers and driving them off site. I said, If they talking about me, he said this includes things like bulk messages, repeated comments, and videos that mislead about their content or purpose. Essentially, spam on YouTube aims to disrupt the platform's ecosystem and deceive users. So what I just had done read, the only part that I can say that really pertains to me is the driving them off the site, driving the users off the site because of I do talk about other platforms, and we be on other platforms, and we about to go to other platforms. We about to go around there and see that, you know what I'm saying? So, there was once upon a time that I had tried not to mention one other platform, and I don't know how good that right there was doing because it did not increase the numbers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try my best to not speak of none of the others. You got to talk in codes and shit. I'm going to try not to speak of none of the others, but y'all know that we is round. Damn it. Mm-hmm. Links is in the description. Links is in the description. Links is in the description. So we live. We live where the links is in the description. I appreciate y'all everywhere that y'all at. We need thumbs up. We need share buttons. Because they say that this is one of the biggest reasons you may be spam. You may be shadow banned, and it's due to the spamming. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to shut my mouth. Yeah, I can't be promoting myself like that. I was like, damn, you can't say nothing. Yeah. So I just got to say, we live everywhere. I like that right there. We live everywhere. We live everywhere. You say spam is good though. Spam is really, really good though. Spam is really, really good. It's just not good enough for the tube out here in these streets. Oh, content designed to drive traffic off the sites also, which I don't design the trip. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, moving right along. Y'all, we got 68 likes. Can we get up to 100? Can we get up to 100? I can't do it without you good people. And again, we're everywhere. The 414 Kill Walk is checking on into the place to be. Say that you own over there and you own over here. So you everywhere. I can't say it. The 423 is checking on the end, Pastor, and yes, I hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that right there. No matter where y'all at, man, just go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button, and hit the share button. Let other people know where you at and what you got going on, yada, yada, yada. Shout out for everybody who is alive. Yes, we got 111 people. I'm seeing, and we should have 111 thumbs up. It really should not affect you either which way, but just go ahead on and hit the little thumbs up button out here in this street. We finna try to do our best to get unshadow banned. Now, I don't know if this shit gonna work or not, but sometimes you just need to listen. Sometimes you need to listen, and you maybe need to act accordingly. Never know. So it's just here what it is. Y'all, we finna go on and get into it. I'm trying to hurry up and get into it. I just need these thumbs up to go head on so I can go head on. You know what I'm saying? We at 89. We at 89, 16 past the hour. 16 past the hour. I know that we can do this thing real quick. Real quick. Come on in. Come on in the building. What is that right there? Shot Time is up in the house. Come on in. He say when we leave the tube, say we're about to get into some roughness. if I remember, I might say it like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being around here. This is a beautiful STD Friday. It is June the 13th, 2025. When is that other holiday? Cause Sunday is Father's Day. Sunday is Father's Day. In case y'all don't know what that is. That's the other person who had done created you day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know. Everybody had no daddy, Willie. Yeah. He said it's called Control the Money. I'm trying. Got to get these numbers up around here in these streets. What am I having for dinner tonight? I don't even much know. I ain't even much thought about it. I just been drinking water. I know I have to go and purchase me some more watermelon. So I really don't know whether I will even eat. I just may be on a little watermelon thing. It say June the 19th is Juneteenth out here. That is the other holiday that I was just thinking about. Sure enough, you say YouTube is counting slow. That may be. I see 92 likes. All we got to do is get 100 likes, y'all, and we can get the party started. That's 8 more likes. That's 8 more likes, and we can do what we need to do. That's 7 more likes, because we at 93. Come on. Real quick. Just hit the like button so we get the party started. Simple. Say, real fathers, not the seasonal daddies. Well, do we do that to the mothers, or do we just every woman that we come across, we be like, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day? Do we do it like that right now? When it comes to all of it. Notice, watch. There's mothers who is in prison for things that they have done to their children, and people will still say Happy Mother's Day. It's amazing. It is amazing. He say Juneteenth, I don't recognize it. Say it's for Texas. Got to be more careful. Say real fathers, not seasonal daddies though. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done hit 100 likes by 19 after the hour. I just didn't want to go into the 20s. I really do appreciate that. Y'all, we getting the numbers. We getting the time down lower and lower like every day, and I'm really appreciating this right here, y'all. We got to do what we used to do out here. We used to be popping with the thumbs ups and the views and the shares. We used to do a lot of stuff, but again, it seems like the video impressions is not going out. You know, that is the notification. I saw on the video that I had done post, I had went into the analytics. I went into the analytics on one of my videos and, you know, just looking around. And on this video, which the numbers is low, but it said notifications sent out for the people who turned on the bell. So no notifications were sent out for people who turned on the bell. And then I go to see how many people have turned on the bell. I got all these goddamn subscribers. 17% of you good people turn the bell on. Say, wow. That's deep. That's really deep. I don't know if y'all mad at a player. I have no idea. 17% has hit the bell. I do understand that y'all be subscribed. I get it. If you do not hit the bell, turn the bell on, people. If you do not do that right there, you would not get notifications, not only from the live, you won't get notifications from the standalone videos. Because I was just wondering, why these numbers ain't up? Like, it's really not even making no sense, especially for the standalone videos. Like, what the hell going on out here? But then I go and I see there ain't nobody hitting the notification bell when you subscribe. People that subscribe, they just ain't hitting the notification bell to know and to get notified when a video is uploaded. Strange. You see, I get my notifications and I set an alarm on my phone because my memory ain't ish. That's what's up. You just turned your bell on. I appreciate that right there. Sure enough. Because a lot of people, they will just subscribe. They just don't know. Or, yeah. A lot of them, they just don't know. A lot of you all subscribed to me a long time ago, but you have not cut that bell off. Sad. Say, ooh, I just noticed that I didn't have my bell turned on. Lord, you should block me, Willie. I ain't gonna do it. Oh, snap. I'm glad that you said something about that right there. I'm glad you said something. Let me go back to the Amazon, because I was supposed to had purchased the hat. The ice hat, and I didn't purchase the ice hat. Now I'm trying to go back to the same people where I be getting these right here from. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So I'm gonna have to go into my order history. Oh snap! What is this? I can't do that. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm gonna have to go into my order history to go back to the same people that I get these other hats from right here. Let me hold up, swole up. Let me see. Oh, bam! These my peoples right here. These my peoples right here. Is it this one? I think it's this one right here. Because these people here, they got every style of hat. And that's what, damn it, I thought that. Oh snap! I see a sheriff hat too. Mm-hmm. Yes. Appreciate that right there. So I got to put my order in with that one so I can get me a doggone hat, because now is the time. Now is the time to get my doggone ice hat out here. They acting a plumb fool. They doing too much out here. Hold on. Will it tell them to turn the notification bell white? Oh, all right. Turn the notification bell white, y'all. Turn the notification bell white. It has to be white. And that's not racist. Just turn it white. You say, I don't understand how mine was off. Listen. Remember, I had done told you good people, a lot of y'all think that y'all is still subscribed to a player. A lot of y'all is not even subscribed to me no more. They unsubscribes people. So, please check the bell, y'all. Please check the bell. Say when you subscribe, turn on your bell. That was the first thing I did. I appreciate that right there. You say on your phone next to the Willie name. Yes, y'all. Come on. Turn the bell on. You say if your notification bell ain't white, it ain't right. There it is. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Bam. We got all that right there. Y'all, let's go ahead on and jump into it then. You said don't advertise that? Which one? The hat or the channel? I don't. You got to help me out with that right there. Now listen. In the great state of Florida, my state, stand your ground state, but speak to your home state. Please don't run away and fear for our life state. This weekend around the state, we're doing this thing, the No King Parade. I call it a parade. The No King protest thing. They got that there going on, which they had them set up the No King thing before Los Angeles had them popped off with the protesting and the rioting. So if y'all think that the No King thing was about y'all illegal immigrants, it wasn't. It really, really wasn't. Now it's just being it's just being a part of it. It has come together. It's come together, and we're gonna use that to protest this also. Got it. And that's supposed to be this weekend. I said that I may go out to Tampa, but then I see that they doing something in Broward, Miami-Dade. I think in Jacksonville now. I think that they're gonna do something in Orlando now. I think Tallahassee now, and yeah. Listen, our great sheriffs, they had they came together to do an interview, to do a tell-all, to tell all y'all people what the hell about to happen out here in these streets, so y'all don't be confused. The sheriff finna break it down, so y'all don't be confused. He's not mincing his words. He finna tell you what it is now. And again, boy, we is not California. Here we go.
I wanna define a couple things, and our general was very kind in how he said things. I'm not as usually as elegant in how I say things, so I'm gonna first say that peaceful protests are part of our democracy.
Facts.
We invite people to share their opinions. That's what our country is all about. The key word in that is peaceful, and if it's peaceful, us in law enforcement are going to make sure you have a safe environment to do it in. That's part of that process. If you let it turn violent,
Come on.
whoo, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. I'm going to tell you that, and I believe I can speak for my fellow sheriffs around the rest of the state. You don't want to let it happen. And just so there's no confusion, because I don't want to hear any whining later saying we didn't know, I'm going to break it down for you, all right?
Did the sheriff say, I don't want to hear no whining? He said no whining. Calling y'all little churn out here. Meaning that y'all gonna be out here in your little young age and shit whining. They done arrested me. They done hit me with tasers and bullets and shit. Yeah. He told you what was gonna happen.
Because as you watch these riots unfold across the rest of the country, what you are seeing is buildings being burned down, police cars being bricked, having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, all and on. So I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street.
Come on, talk about it.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Yeah.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Ooh, boy, that's some old school shit. We'll kill you. We gonna kill you. Graveyard dead now. God, let me play with it. Graveyard dead now.
We're not gonna play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order. Not here, not in the state of Florida.
Not in Florida.
So to make it real simple, if you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law.
That's it.
Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully.
Yeah.
Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that. But don't you dare break the law, because it won't go well for you. All right, Jim?
Don't you dare break the law down here in the great state of Florida. You say in Florida, bring it back, Jim Crow. No. Comply. You say some lawsuit. Listen. They have the authority now. Where hell, they been had the... Everything he said, they been had the authority to do. See, in places like what was going on in California, those officers was told to stand down. Those officers was told to stand down while they see people break the law. Those officers was abused out in California and told to stand down. Now, I didn't hear the mayor or the governor tell the police officers to stand down. I watched the videos and watched how they did not arrest anyone, even though they was vandalizing police cars and assaulting police officers. I know that they was told to stand down because they didn't do anything in response. Yeah. Come on around here playing. I don't want to hear that little crybaby ass shit. Listen.
Being bricked.
Yeah.
Having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, all and on. So I'm gonna
see, the things that he is saying is what should have happened in California, but they out there playing. Listen, they out there playing. Would you allow somebody to come on your yard, in your yard, be throwing bricks and shit at your house and like you just don't do nothing? Huh? run up in your house and spray paint up in your house while you in your house just sitting on your couch. Would you just sit on your couch and just don't do nothing? Yeah. That's what happened in California.
Break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right? This is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear.
Notice something. Everything he said was, we're going to do our damn jobs if you break the law. So there would be, there may be some petty lawsuits, because y'all know that we petty out here in these doggone streets, but in my mind, won't none of those lawsuits hold up, because law enforcement is finna do their job.
Hear about that.
Here, point blank.
If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail.
Block it.
If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail.
You gonna run your ass down, baby. We got fast dogs too. We in Florida, but we fast in Florida. Go ahead.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave.
I've never understood that right there. I have never understood how y'all can do like a mob rule thing and the driver of the car don't just put their foot on the gas. Y'all have this issue about running somebody over. How many of y'all like is afraid to run somebody over if like they mob ruling your vehicle? If they running up trying to, because I'm in Florida, dogs, stand your ground, stay, bitch, don't run up. And 20, 30 people done ran up on my car. I'm just going to sit here and let them stomp on my car, jump on my car, beat up my car and all that, and my car can't fight back. Well, hell, my car can fight back, but I got to help my car fight back. That foot on the gas. I don't give a damn how many people I run over. I was in fear for my life. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why people, they don't run people over.
In our county, you're most likely.
Oh, I do kind of understand, because those people, for some reason, they is worried about themselves going to jail.
You're going to get run over and dragged across the street.
Going to drag your ass. We going to drag your ass, your face going to be melted to the catalytic converter. Bitch, that exhaust going to burn your Listen, I got to go outside. Y'all.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail.
You don't beat your face in, you go spitting on us like that.
If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Boy, we got some German Shepherds for your ass out there, I promise you.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
We gonna call your mammy because you don't know your daddy. There it is.
Because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Graveyard. Listen, that is the one right there for me. That's the one. That is the saying of the day. Bitch, we gonna kill you at graveyard dead. Bitch, pay attention and play with it. Hold on. We just getting started. We just getting started. Because even our governor done said something about when y'all mob ruling out here in these streets.
Comments as Florida braces for protest. Tonight, controversial comments as Florida braces for protests against President Trump's policies.
A sheriff issuing words of warning if it gets violent.
We will kill you graveyard dead.
Governor DeSantis also sending a strong message saying drivers can hit protesters to defend themselves.
Ooh, he done told us. Listen. He done told us for all these years we've been standing down. We've been standing down. The rules of engagement now, for all the years that we've been told to stand down, bitch. Handle your business, bitch.
You have a right to flee for your safety. Yes. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault.
That's what I'm talking about. Place blame where blame's supposed to be placed at. You done got ran over outside in the road. That's your fault. We was all taught coming up, listen, don't play in that traffic. Look both ways. Wait till the cars go and then you go. You know. We was taught you don't play in the road because you may get hit by a vehicle. Now we grown. And pretty much grown people is the ones who out there be mob ruling and trying to stop cars, stuff like that. Boy, if y'all don't put y'all foot on that goddamn gas, get the hell off around there. And listen, if you're in Florida and you go outside, please have that fire on you. Have that fire in the full tank.
Now, some of those protests are set to take place here in South Florida this weekend.
CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us from one of the locations with reaction.
The key word that we're hearing from state and local officials is peaceful. They are urging anyone who attends these protests this weekend to remain peaceful and to refrain from violence. And they say that if you don't, you can end up hurt, locked up, or even dead.
Do y'all know how bad now I want to be out there at one of these here? I do want to see somebody get ran over. I know that that's not good to say. I know, well, yeah, it's not good to tell the truth. So I do know that it's not good to say. It comes off wrong, but I'm just being honest. I would love to see somebody get ran over. I would love to see somebody get ran over who was trying to do that little mob rule thing, who was bullying people inside of cars. You know, I would just love to see it so I can record and upload. So I can get my channel numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I would, ooh, Jesus. I'd be out there clapping. That's what I'm talking about. You ran their ass over. God damn, they got flesh wounds and shit. They got that manifold stamp on their head. Go ahead.
As unrest continues in Los Angeles, cities across the U.S. are gearing up for the No Kings protest happening coast to coast Saturday afternoon.
It's happening. Yeah.
The protests are in response to what demonstrators say are President Trump's authoritarian leanings, with a large focus on ICE and immigration. In Florida, law enforcement and political leaders aren't mincing words.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
Facts.
Because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Hundreds of protesters are expected to hit the streets in Broward and Miami-Dade counties. The governor sharing this message.
If you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you. You don't have to sit there and just be a sitting duck and let the mob grab you out of your car and drag you through the streets.
So if y'all ever thought, if I run over somebody, then I'm going to be held responsible. I am going to go to jail. They're going to mess with my life. They're going to take my life. They're going to arrest me and all that shit. Remember, all these years, we was told to stand down. Not no more.
Florida, the anti-riot state, was the theme Thursday as
the anti-riot
state's attorney general addressed the public ahead of Saturday's protests.
We are not California. We do not allow rioting in the state of Florida.
Nope.
We spoke to the former City of Miami Police Chief George Colina regarding safety tips ahead of the demonstrations. This is the most important thing he said protesters need to keep in mind.
I think they should be mindful of who they're standing next to, because it's easy to kind of get caught up in the moment. And oftentimes you're not paying attention to the people that are around you.
Yeah.
You could wind up going to jail. You could wind up being hurt.
Guilty by association, basically, yeah.
And not necessarily because anything you did, but the person next to you.
Yeah. And so watch the people who you standing by who maybe throwing an old brick. And when we see you throw a little brick and we just upload on and we shooting everybody. We shooting everybody. We shooting the media and all.
Be several protests happening Saturday here in South Florida. In Fort Lauderdale, that protest kicks off at 10 a.m. Here in downtown Miami and in Miami Beach, those protests kick off at 11 a.m. And in Homestead, they're having their protests kick off at noon. For now, reporting from downtown.
So 10, 10, 30, 11, 11, 30, 12, 12, 12. All right, bam.
Miami, Anna McAllister.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Play with it, though. No. Come on around here. Play along with it. Hell, and who? My president, your president, our president. If you think we playing out here in these streets, I ain't done. We just getting started. If you think shit just done. Look. If y'all think that shit was real before, y'all don't know what happened yesterday. Y'all don't know what happened yesterday, but that's why I'm here. I am the news out here in these doggone streets. Let me go ahead and put it up on the screen for you real quick. DHS ends its parole program for Cubans, Haitian, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelan nationals, and they urging y'all to leave by yourself. They urging y'all to go ahead on the self-deportation.
This is CBS News.
They say 50,000.
Now at 6, we begin with
500,000.
breaking news. The Department of Homeland Security today abruptly ended a parole program that impacted more than 500,000 migrants, including Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. The Biden-era program allowed migrants to temporarily stay and work in the United States, but now they're being told they should self-deport immediately.
Now listen, this is the Biden-era program. This under Biden. Biden signed this little thing up. All right, go ahead.
Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. Thank you for joining us. Let's get right over to CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor. He joins us live from Southwest Miami-Dade with reaction to the abrupt termination. Yvonne?
And Elliot and Lauren, there's no doubt that this is actually going to trigger confusion among many people. It is important to know that there is litigation going on at a federal court in Boston. Litigation to save the program from those who support it and the advocates. Now, today's decision, what it means is that DHS or the Trump administration is not waiting for a ruling on that federal court, but instead what they're doing is speeding up the process to tell people your humanitarian parole is over and you need to leave now.
As of today, DHS is making it clear that they are sending notices.
Immigration attorney Patricia Elise is referring to the notice Department of Homeland Security is sending via email starting Thursday, which says,
they're emailing y'all.
Quote, this notice informs you that your permission to remain in the U.S. has been revoked. If you do not leave, you may be subject to immigration enforcement measures.
As soon as the person receives that notice in their email, in their portal, then their actual parole status would have been deemed to be terminated.
Today's move follows a May 30th ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court that upheld the program's cancellation by the Trump administration.
They are moving forward because the Supreme Court said they don't have to wait for the entire case to be litigated. They're able to move forward now.
Immigration attorney Elise tells me the program is not over in spite of the ruling by the federal court and the decision by DHS.
It's not that the Supreme Court said, we agree with you, right, that they agree with the Trump administration, that the parole program is illegal. That's not the case, that people can be deported while the case is pending in federal court. So there's still a case in federal court right now in Boston, trying to figure all this out.
The parole program created in 2023 by the Biden administration sought a legal path to entry for those facing crisis in their homeland. These were people who were coming from Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti, and Venezuela, and they would be allowed to work and live in the U.S. for a period of 2 years.
For a period of 2 years. That time has expired. It has expired.
So let's take you immediately to a statement that was sent by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which reads, quote, the Biden administration lied to America. They allow more than 500,000 poorly vetted aliens from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, and their immediate family members to enter the United States through these disastrous parole programs.
Ooh, the Biden administration lied to America. Got to be more careful. Yes, that is her real. She is, if I'm not mistaken, I think that she's a Cuban American. No. I know she look like she African American, but she's Cuban American, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think that they said that in the beginning.
Common sense policies, a return to public safety, and a return to America first. And that is signed by the Department of U.S. Homeland Security.
Ooh, ending the parole program. Damn it, America first out here in these streets. We coming back to it.
Now, the lawyer that we interviewed said that those who actually apply for other type of protection, which is TPS or political asylum, they should be protected. However, they should also immediately contact their immigration attorneys. We're definitely following the story for us. Right?
It just popped off yesterday. It just came down yesterday, boy. Listen, this weekend, This weekend is going to be a beast.
Legal status in the U.S. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camila Montoya Galvez joins us now
was I supposed to play this
for more on this. So,
hold on.
Camila, very good to see you. How did this decision come about, and who are these migrants that are being affected by the move?
Hi, Nancy. Well, this action by the Trump administration stems from a Supreme Court ruling back in May that allowed the Department of Homeland Security to follow through on an action to terminate a Biden-era program that allowed 500,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to come here legally under the Biden administration. At the time, officials said that this policy was designed to dissuade and deter migrants from crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally by
Biden put this thing in effect because of they was coming across illegal. Remember, illegally. Remember that right now? Because the Biden administration, they had to do something because there was so many illegals coming through, especially like through Texas. This is why Texas was shivering people up to Chicago and New York to the sanctuary cities, because they said, if y'all don't want them, then we'll take them. All right. And because it happened, so many people had done came across, the only thing that Biden could come up with is, all right, listen, let's tell them that, okay, that y'all can come in legally. You just got to go through the gates and stuff. You can't be jumping fences and shit. So if you come through the gates, we gonna let you in because we don't want you coming in illegally. Yeah, no. They was coming in illegally. We is gonna make a way for them to come in illegally. But we only gonna give you 2 years, so y'all don't keep coming in illegally.
Offering them a legal mechanism to come here to the U.S., but the Trump administration, Nancy, has argued that this policy was unlawful and that the people who came under this initiative were not properly screened and vetted, and now this program has been officially ended, and the hundreds of thousands of people who came under this initiative are now being told, Nancy, to use a smartphone app to sign up for self-deportation, to leave the country voluntarily. Otherwise, officials are warning them that they will be found, identified, arrested, and forcibly deported from the country.
So now they cannot say, probably like up until next Thursday or something, they can't say, oh, I didn't know. Because damn it, they done email you, they done sent the things to the portals that, listen, if they came in, you had to sign up through the little portal thing. So everybody signed up through the portal thing because they was happy that they in and stuff like that, and they want to follow the rules, right? So everybody got their little phones with their little portal. They done signed up with their log in the password and stuff like that, and this is where they get the information when it come down to them being able to stay in the great United States of America. So when emails go to that system, oh, they gonna get it. Oh, they gonna open it and look at it. So then there will be no type of misunderstanding if you don't self-deportate, and then we got to come on around there and move and remove you. You got to get that little car back and every doggone thing that you had done bought. Everything got a whip. If you leave on your own, you can take the little car and little outfits and shit like that right there. You can go ahead and do that right there. And if you had done bought a little house or something, don't know how you did that right there, but if you had done bought like a little house, I don't know how they'll give you a mortgage and you just walked on across the country. But if you had done did, you gotta leave that shit to a friend or something like that. I don't know, because you can't take the house with you.
If they don't self-deport, are there any channels for any of them to stay in the country? We're talking about more than 500,000 people here.
It's a huge population of migrants, Nancy. That is completely right. And yes, some of the migrants who came under this policy may be able to stay here legally under other programs. For example, migrants can request asylum and receive asylum if they fled political persecution or persecution because of their religion, race, nationality, or other certain grounds protected under U.S. asylum law. Additionally, some migrants may be eligible for a green card, for example.
Some of y'all be able to get little cards that's green and stuff like that right there. You say, how many YNs gonna pick strawberries, etc.? Listen, I think that we already have enough migrants and immigrant workers and stuff like that right there. These is like the new people. These is like the new people like in the past 2 years or something like that right there. So they really ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really ain't stopping nothing if they going back home. You know, shout out for the $1 cash app. Say on my break. I appreciate that right there. I do. Here we go. You say I support both Trump and Dodge or Doge.
Cubans under a Cold War era law are generally able to get a green card under that law dating back to the 1960s. So some of these migrants may have other options, but for many, this was the only lifeline to be able to stay in the country legally. So now they face the prospect of becoming undocumented. Now their presence could be illegal in the country. They will not be eligible to work, or they will have to leave and go back to their home countries.
Do y'all know what's crazy to me too? All them men and women left their countries. Y'all know it'd be crazy to me. So why don't y'all, if you don't agree with what the country is doing, and they walk for miles to get to the great United States of America, y'all can't come together to fight against the government? You talking about 500,000 people that came in. You mean to tell me that 500,000 people can't fight against the government for change? So y'all, I just thought about it. So in the countries that y'all from, y'all don't want to fight for change. Y'all run to another country. But in the country that y'all ran to, y'all want to fight for change in the country that you ran to. You want to fight that this great country, the great United States of America, change their laws, their rules and regulations to assist you in staying in the country that you came in illegally. I'm not talking about the ones who came through like these 500,000. I'm talking about like the ones who came through that didn't come through like the 500,000. Huh? So I finally got it. Damn, it just sunk in.
And Camilo, switching topics.
So y'all runners.
Topics here. Tomorrow there will be a hearing in the case of Kilmer Abrego Garcia, the man who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador, now back in the U.S. facing criminal charges. What will you be watching for?
I don't care nothing about the rest of that right there. Moving right along. Yeah. They come here and fight. You can't fight for change your own damn country. Y'all's a bunch of failures in my mind. All y'all walk, and we seen. Wait, hold on. Because they were just showing it. We've seen video after video, drone footage of y'all walking in groups and shit, hundreds. It's just this right here. Pictures like this right here, thousands of y'all just walking. So y'all couldn't boss up? If y'all couldn't get guns, boy, y'all should have made weapons and shit. Y'all got rocks and shit. Wait. So people found bricks and rocks in California, but y'all can't find bricks and rocks while y'all walking through Cuba, Mexico, Haiti, Venezuela, Nicaragua. Out of all them countries, y'all couldn't fight the people who is oppressing y'all? I don't understand. Thousands of y'all lost y'all goddamn mind. I can't take y'all serious. I can't take y'all serious. Y'all fighting for nothing. Y'all really is just fighting for nothing. I think that they just want to be seen. out here. Man, if y'all just not coming on in, we screaming everywhere. That's what we got to say now. We screaming everywhere out here, man. Thank y'all. Y'all get the thumbs ups up. We got to get the thumbs ups. I'm finna show y'all something that maybe just a little bit disturbing. Just a little disturbing on this wonderful SED Friday. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Do never change. Stay strong. Never change. I done told y'all about your mouths. I'm pretty much not the only one who done told y'all about y'all mouths, but I've been telling folk about their mouth for a long goddamn time. We got a little situation. Hold on, let me grab it. We got a situation out here to where a player decided to act like his mama. Out here and things didn't go his way. us in law enforcement like for you citizens to comply. This is really what we would like, because it makes the day go by easier. You know, the objective is to make it home unmolested. We have a situation out here to where a player done got tased in the face, though. A Chicago man done got tased in the face, and he done lost his eye. This thing may look a little nasty when we show it, so bring your children inside the room and place them in front of the television while y'all watch a player, or if you watching me on your phone, tell your children, ooh, come look at his eye when we show it to you. Here we go.
He has permanent damage to his right eye after being tased in the face by a Robbins police officer. Now, the Robbins Police Department claims Bradford was hostile when he was asked to leave a convenience store. But Bradford believes the use of force was unjustified. The ABC7i team has obtained video of the tasing incident that followed, and we want to warn you, some of the footage and images might be hard to watch.
I'll never look the same again or feel the same, quite frankly.
Dominic Bradford's right eyelid is stitched together after he underwent 4 surgical procedures. The Chicago man says he may never see out of this eye again after he was tased in the face by a police officer.
This is what my reality is now. I don't wish this on my worst enemy.
The incident happened on March 18th. The 22-year-old says he and his friends were on their way home from a sports bar, and they stopped by a convenience store in Robbins.
It stopped at the liquor store real quick, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all is thinking, well, what did he do? Or he didn't deserve that.
He says a store clerk thought he had recognized him.
That became a minor back and forth of, I think I've seen you. No, you haven't. I've never been here before. That's when I knocked on the glass for the item back.
You say, can he sue? Yes, he's already suing. It said that, you couldn't see it down here at the bottom. It say he's suing the police department. Was suing Robbins police. Go ahead.
You haven't. I've never been here before. That's when I knocked on the glass for the item behind the counter.
Bradford says a Robbins police officer who happened to be in the store asked him to stop knocking on the glass. He says words were exchanged and he was asked to leave. Bradford says he followed orders and left, and that's where the officer's body cam video begins.
He said he followed orders and left. Here we go.
You come back up to the glass and you seem frustrated, upset, you seem to be yelling.
Well, I was frustrated, upset, being removed from an establishment for no reason.
In the video, you can see Bradford and his friends walking to their vehicle. The officer approaches and orders Bradford to get into the car.
Hey, you got 2 seconds to get in the car.
Bradford's friends try to intervene, and things escalate. Bradford is tased and then advances toward the officer.
Sit down.
Bradford is tased a second time in the face. Moments later, the officer calls for backup, and Bradford reemerges.
If there's anyone watching the body cam video and they say, if his behavior weren't the way it was, we wouldn't be here, what would your response be to that?
Stop. That's a great question, because that's something that I would say. If his behavior wasn't what it was, he would have both of his eyes right now. Yep, he bought that on himself. He bought that on himself. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. Stop having court in the streets. You is not going to win. And then he got tased the first time, and then he approached the officer even more because he's angrier. So he had to pop his ass twice. The officer had to ask him before he even tased him, get in the car. Y'all know how we is. You ain't finna tell me what to goddamn do out here in the doggone street. He said, get in the car. He didn't get in the car. So he got tased once, then he got tased twice. Did you know that after he got tased the second time, what did he do immediately? He went inside in the car. Now listen to what this attorney is finna say when the lady asks the question of, well, if anybody was to say, well, we wouldn't be in a situation if it wasn't due to his behavior, what would you say?
If his behavior weren't the way it was, we wouldn't be here. What would your response be to that?
Sure. I'm not here to sugarcoat the fact that Dominic was angry, but he's outside the store. That's the key. He followed his command. Police
So he outside the store, he followed his command. So you saying that it stops right there?
officers, quite frankly, are trained to not emotionally react, particularly when they're not being placed in danger.
A Village of Robbins spokesperson says it does not comment on matters of litigation, but did say in part, quote, a Robbins police officer was engaged in an incident outside a local business with an individual in which the police body camera shows was irate and noticeably intoxicated during the exchange. All of which was in response to the owner of the local business requesting the officer to have the individual leave the store following a prior hostile exchange. An ambulance was called to the scene and Bradford was taken to the hospital.
It was difficult to view, so to see, like blood on his face, his eye almost hanging out of his head.
This is mama.
No mother, no father, no parent should ever have to see their child in that situation.
Bradford and his attorney now suing the Village of Robbins and the officer who tased him. They believe the use of force was unjustified. Bradford denies being intoxicated on the night in question, maintaining he was upset that he had to leave the store after being misidentified by the clerk. I asked Bradford why he advanced at the officer after being tased the first time.
I was stealing of a mode of protection because I had just witnessed this officer push my friend out of the way in order to tase me.
He just witnessed the officer push his friend out of the way in order to tase him. So you saying that you lost your eye behind some monkey?
To tase me. It was very intense and everything was happening super fast.
I feel confident in saying that video does not display his proudest moment. But in that video, I watched him and his friend walk away. So I don't understand why he pursued them.
I forgive you.
Y'all didn't hear what he just said. Y'all did not hear what he just said. Oh, y'all did not just hear that right there. Watch this.
So I don't understand why he pursued them.
I forgive you.
He said, I forgive you.
Because I should.
Because I should.
And
that's his mama and them talking.
The police department definitely needs to do better training.
The Robbins police officer in this incident has not been charged with a crime and is still with the police department. Bradford, who was tased, was not arrested or charged with a crime during this incident. The Robbins Police Department says its mission is to service the citizens of Robbins with a high level of integrity. They say they are cooperating with Illinois State Police to investigate this matter.
Say he his own ops. Facts. I don't think that he even wanted to say, I forgive you. I think that they did this interview. They did this interview to get the empathy and the sympathy. And also, but I got to give it to him. His behavior, his speech, everything was perfect during this interview. I liked that part about him now. I liked that part about him. He's speaking well. He's not hood and ghetto as he's speaking. But then he played the I forgive you to seem like, I guess that'll put him in the, I am not like a really, really angry black man out here in these streets, but or to show some type of religious, I'm Christian, so I have to forgive you. You know what I'm saying? I bet his mama had done told him, listen, make sure you say that you forgive him.
Video, I watched him and his friend walk away. So I don't understand
why. How in the hell you just lost your eye and you forgiving him here? I can't take y'all serious when y'all be doing that right there, man.
He pursued them.
I forgive you.
I forgive you. I think that he knows that the lawsuit, he just may get a few dollars. Because watch this here.
Because I should.
Watch it.
And the police department definitely needs to do better training.
Right there. The police department needs to do better training because in his mind, he just became a millionaire. But this is my opinion. He say he a rapper. Got to be more careful. Say, I forgive you. I like that right there. But listen, young players. This is why I be trying to tell y'all, dog. Hold on. This is why I be trying to tell y'all, your mouth, though. Your mouth is everything.
for no reason.
In the video, you can see Bradford and his friends walking to their vehicle. The officer approaches and orders Bradford to get into the car.
Orders him to get in the car. Do y'all see how angry he is right here? Okay, you already been saying, hey, you got to get out the store. You got to get out the store, dog. To go ahead. Walk your ass, get your ass in the car. That's what you should have did. Listen, he could have still been talking crap while getting his ass inside the car. That's all you had to do. But
and orders Bradford to get into the car.
Hey, you got 2 seconds to get in the car.
Got 2 seconds to get in the car. Shout out to the females. I got to give them props too. Shout out to our doggy females out here who tried to save his life. Who tried to save his eye. Get in the car. So watch this. Some people may say the police was the problem with telling him to get inside the car. The women was telling him to get inside the car also. So you should have got your ass inside the car. There's 3 people here telling you to get in the car. You don't want to listen to none of them.
You got 2 seconds to get in the car. You got 2.
Bradford's friends try to intervene and things escalate.
I dare you. There y'all go with that dumb shit. I dare you to shoot it. I'ma sue you. Do y'all even understand that these tasers can actually kill you? Especially if you have like a little bad heart or something like that right there. So you all would dare the police officers to damn near kill you because you gonna sue. Well, if anything, if you go in on you and die, your mama gonna sue. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be able to enjoy the paper. You gonna be dead. But we be out here talking stupid. Here you go.
Escalate.
He said, touch her again. So he did realize that the police officer had touched her. And what the police officer did was move her so he can tase him. He said that he was upset because the officer pushed my friend so he can tase me. No, he didn't push your friend. He moved her back because if he pushed her, he would have pushed her on you. He moved her back so she wouldn't get tased. That means that the officer did not even try to tase her, did not even try to harm her. Why? Because she wasn't the problem. She wasn't the problem. You the problem, pimp.
Bradford is tased.
Touch her again. What was you gonna do if he would have touched her again? And this way my problem be with a whole bunch of, we be doing this shit so much right here, dog. So what was you gonna do if he would have touched her again? Nothing. And the reason I can say that you were gonna do nothing is because he touched her the first time and then you got tased and you didn't do nothing. You kept doing this shit. And when we do this with no action, that's like a prayer going unnoticed. See, prayer with action, equals something, right? Prayer without action, no, just saying, you ain't do nothing the first time.
Bradford is tased and then...
It's kind of like if a dude slap your little la-la in the face and you say, slap her again. I bet you won't slap her again. He slapped her the first time, he ain't do shit. That means that you're really not going to do shit the second time. Just saying.
Bradford is tased and then advances toward the officer.
And do y'all understand this right here too? An officer will only tase you twice. Watch it. You typically only get tased twice if the first tase don't work. If an officer tase you and you still standing, bitch, in the officer's mind, in our mind in law enforcement, you own that good shit. You own that good, bitch. We giving you, I think like 25,000 votes to 50,000 votes. If we hit you like that right there, boom, and you still talking slick and you still standing, I'm nervous now. Like, I'm really, really nervous. Hell, I was nervous at first when I had done tased you. But damn it, I'm really, really nervous. I'm trying to help. But watch this. Watch what look. Watch this shit.
Officer.
Sit down.
Bradford is
You see what I had done told y'all? See, when all this here had done started, he said, get in the car. And he's popping off and shit like that right there. The women even trying to tell him, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Soon as his ass gets shot in the face, though, he walked clean back to the car and sat his little hot ass down. He did what the officer told him to do in the beginning. He did what his friend girls told him to do right after the beginning. Now all of a sudden you get popped in the eye, so now you want to go sit down? Gee, you should have stayed standing up, talking slick.
Bradford is tased a second time in the face. Moments later, the officer calls for backup, and Bradford reemerges.
His friend like, oh shit, your eye, dog. Your eye.
The officer calls for backup, and Bradford reemerges.
I'm in pain. Now, I believe that you in pain, Pimp, because you got shot in your doggone eye. You got shot in your eye, Playboy. That shit looked like it hurt.
If there's anyone watching the body cam video and they say, if his behavior weren't the way it was, we wouldn't be here, what would your response be to that?
Sure, I'm not here to sugarcoat the fact that Dominic was angry, but he's outside the store.
Do y'all know that didn't answer what that lady just had? We wouldn't be where we at if it wasn't for his behavior. I'm not gonna sugarcoat his behavior, but he was already out the store. So she won't talk about that part. She's talking about that time once he had done got tased, baby. Once he had done got tased and shit, that's what she's talking about. You not answering the question.
The fact that Dominic was angry, but he's outside the store. That's the key. He followed his command.
He followed his command. Yeah, he followed the first command. So what this attorney is trying to tell us that if a police officer give you one command, as long as you follow the one command, then you straight. So if the officer gives you another command and another command and another command, you don't have to follow those commands either. Got it. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash app. Say player can only watch his 12 and his 3 now. For real. He can't see nothing. He in trouble. He in trouble out here. Hold on. You say, Willie, you never. Whoa. Willie, you notice he never said I lost my job or I'll never work again. Bam.
These officers, quite frankly, are trained to not emotionally react.
I don't like this part right here. I don't like the part. God damn it, we breaking it down for y'all right now. Listen to the attorney.
That's the key. He followed his command. Police officers, quite frankly, are trained to not emotionally react, particularly when they're not being placed in danger.
Police officers is particularly trained to not be emotional. Let me make sure I got his words right.
Police officers, quite frankly, are trained to not emotionally react.
Trained to not emotionally react. They trained to not emotionally react. They're trained to not emotionally react. Well, okay, all right. Let's just say that they are. We still forget that they're humans. People who is trained to do some shit mess up. Because why? They're humans. And if that is the case, that law enforcement is taught to, which it is, to control your emotions in certain situations. He's right about that right there. But look. So then that also tells us as a society that we need to start doing that as parents, or teaching that as parents. Control your emotions in situations. And this is something that is a problem in the doggy community, because we're not told, especially especially the girls. The girls ain't told to control shit out here in the doggone street. But this is something that parents need to do.
Frankly, are trained to not emotionally react.
And I hate how you all be believing that police is not humans. Like, they have ups and downs like people who is not police officers.
when they're not being placed in danger.
When they're not being placed in danger. Bitch, he tased him and he kept coming.
Village of Robbins spokesperson says it does not comment on matters of litigation, but did say in part, quote, a Robbins police officer was engaged in an incident outside a local business with an individual in which the police body camera shows was...
And I want y'all to also understand this right here, too. For him to be kicked out of... It said he kicked him out of the liquor store because the cashier or the owner, because typically the cashier, they be the owners, say that he hadn't recognized him, but dude was like, I have never been here. So you've never been to that liquor store? So y'all was outside of y'all area then, if that's the case. But I can almost believe that the cashier was correct. How many cashiers do y'all believe are going to go that far to have somebody put out of the establishment because he recognized him from a past incident? And think about this right here. If a cashier is telling you, I know you. Yeah, because you was in here on such and such day, you caused this here problem. I can't serve you. You got to get it from around here. Why would you make it difficult for you to leave? Why don't you just leave? It's your money. Why do we fight so much to spend our money in places that people don't want us to spend our money in for whatever reason? If you got to keep arguing with me and I'm trying to find some Hennessy and some shit like that, right there, some Red Bull and all that, them some Crystal Palace, some E&J, some Palmer, some. I'm trying to find the expensive shit, and you just talking. I know you, and I want you outside of my store. I want you. Oh no, then I don't want none of this shit anyway. I'm out of here. You say they all look alike, and listen, I won't want to shop nowhere where people will say out loud that we basically all look alike. Which I got to go anyway. Hell, I'm not even finna argue with y'all like that right now. You got to get out of my store. Mr. Officer, could you put him out my store? Mr. Officer, you ain't got to do shit. I'm leaving. I promise you, I'm leaving. And I'm fine. I'm out of here, dog. But I believe that that person had an issue with him prior. Just off his behavior. In my opinion, he has been at that liquor store before.
Irate and noticeably intoxicated during the exchange, all of which was in response.
And he was already intoxicated. Do y'all even understand that that's a bigger reason why this incident happened? The police body cam shows he was irate and noticeably intoxicated during this exchange. Do y'all know that the reporter did not say or did not bring that up when talking to the attorney? And they did not deny, they did not bring it up and or deny intoxication. So that just lets me know he was intoxicated also. They goddamn liquor beast.
Exchange.
That shit should be illegal after you buy you some. But go ahead.
Which was in response to the owner of the local business requesting the officer to have the individual leave the store following a prior hostile exchange.
See? And I can believe that he's used to going back and forth with motherfuckers because he's doing it outside.
An ambulance was called to the scene, and Bradford was taken to the hospital.
It was difficult to view, so to see.
See, now he all sad in the face. Now he's sad in the face, not because, damn it, your eye gone. But all you had to do is follow directions, follow instructions.
Was taken to the hospital.
It was difficult to view.
I know ain't nobody else gonna really tell him that he caused his own problem. But don't worry about it, player. I'm gonna tell you cause your own problem. Hell, the majority of us cause our own problems. Because we don't know how to conflict resolute. We don't know when to shut up. We don't know when to follow instructions. Especially when it comes down to the police and we have a problem with the police. So y'all be careful. don't end up like this right here. Don't do it. Now they're going to put in a lawsuit and they're going to get some paper. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They're going to get some type of paper. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's see what the good people in the comment section saying then. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He said, if he wins this, they all should quit. That's a good one right there. Let's see what they're saying. Suing Robinson's think you're gonna get some money is insane. Oh, guy is a usual suspect. Irate, irrational, irresponsible, and the police was justified to tase him twice. I'm in agreement with that right there. Convenience store, bro, it's a damn liquor store. 1,000% justifiable use of force. He said, I swear everyone these days is looking for a payday. I'm in agreement with that. He was unruly when his chest was tased, but the tase to the face corrected his behavior quickly. Facts. Just comply with the police orders and leave. You will still have your eye. I'm so glad people is really calling it for what it is. I don't want to read that whole thing right there. They say this exactly is the reason why I don't have a wanderlust of going everywhere. Still a lawsuit. Yeah. What does father have to say? That's a good one right there. Dude could go to Hollywood for all that acting. They say his eye was almost hanging out of his head when he got tased. Hey, that's his bad thing. And this is just some of the comments. Do not follow in his footsteps. You say this black fatigue. Moving right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. Don't fall short out here, y'all. Don't fall short out here. Do not do it. This is not the right way to go. It's literally not the right way to go. Got one for you. I guess this right here will fall under domestic love. I guess we would have to have this on the fall under domestic love right here. Let me grab this right here. We have an ex-correction officer convicted in her boyfriend's killing is granted a new trial. This beautiful sister here is granted a whole new trial. Here we go.
Only on 6. She got 13 years in prison for killing her boyfriend over jealousy.
But now an ex-corrections officer will get a second chance at a trial after an appeals court ruled her initial trial had a harmful error.
Remember I did this story?
NBC6 reporter Christian Colon was the only reporter bringing you the trial last year and joined us now with this major twist.
I love that man. And I'm not talking about just the love between a guy, a man, and a woman. I loved him with something that I can't even explain.
That was... Ooh, did y'all just hear that, baby? Baby said, I love that man with something I couldn't even explain. I know people like that.
I loved him with something that I can't even explain.
That was Atoya Holmes last January, trying to convince a judge to have mercy in her sentencing. Former corrections officer was found guilty of shooting her boyfriend Verdell Goins twice amid a fight after a Miami Dolphins game. Goins was killed. Holmes claimed she shot in self-defense.
Yes, I'm responsible for the death of Verdell Goins. I pulled the trigger that night.
But now her 13-year prison sentence will be thrown out after the 3rd District Court of Appeal ruled a harmful error occurred at trial. The court believes Miami-Dade prosecutors brought up an unrelated incident to jurors where she shot her son in 2017. The appeal court believes jurors heard too many details of a shooting she was never arrested for.
I have no doubt that once the prosecution was able to get into details of this prior bad act allegation, that changed the trajectory and the course and ultimately the outcome of this trial.
The appeal court stated evidence that suggests a defendant has committed other crimes or bad acts can have a powerful powerful effect on the results at trial.
So they're saying that they wasn't supposed to bring up the fact that she had done shot her son.
Holmes' attorney believes if it wasn't for this error, she would have been acquitted.
Jury should never have heard many of these details that she was found legally justified in a prior incident from several years
She was legally justified in shooting her son, though. Got it.
prior.
At trial, Holmes testified her boyfriend was abusive and she shot while fighting for her life. But prosecutors and the victim's family believe she was upset Goins had another woman.
99% of the fights that you had with my cousin, you started. My cousin was not a woman beater.
And Jordan tells
I believe him. I believe him. It seemed like he used to sit back and drink with his cousin. You know what I'm saying?
The Assistant Attorney General has 10 days to ask the court to reconsider their opinion. Soon Holmes could be transferred from the state prison here to the Miami-Dade County Jail to get ready for her new trial. Christian Colon, NBC.
That baby finna get out. That baby finna get out, y'all. I promise you. I like what she had done said, though. Man, I love that man. And listen, by her even making that statement, lets me know that, yeah, she knocked him off due to jealousy. She knocked him off due to jealousy. Now, I can almost believe that she jumped on him. He was fighting her back, and she popped him.
NBC6 reporter Christian Colon was the only reporter bringing you the trial last year and joins us now with this major twist.
I love that man. And I'm not talking about just the love between a guy, a man, and a woman. I loved him with something that I can't even explain.
That was a toy.
Because of the thing that you can't even explain, what lets me know that you would kill that man. He's smashing something else. He's talking to something else. You'll kill that man. That you just said you loved him with something you can't even explain. And when you love like that, oh, you will knock a play off. She ain't playing. Notice, even the dudes say 99% of the arguments was because of her. And all because of what she just said there just lets me know you killed him by mistake on purpose, baby. That was about that meat.
Holmes last January, trying to convince a judge to have mercy in her sentencing. Former corrections officer was found guilty of shooting her boyfriend Verdell Goins twice amid a fight after a Miami Dolphins game.
You started.
Hold on.
My cousin, 100% of the fights.
Upset Goins had another woman.
99% of the fights that you had with my cousin, you started. My cousin was not a woman beater.
I believe him. I can believe him. And listen, because a lot of this right here happens. Women will tend to knock off their boyfriends, their husbands, and stuff like that right there, and then claim a self-defense type thing, or he been beating me up for years and I was just fed up with it, and they just, because they use that as a excuse of why of a reason to get away with the crime that they just had done committed. They use that he was abusive in order to be able to kill him and it be justified. This has been going on a long time. Long time. It ain't just this sister right here. No. But then we got to think about this right here too. The 13 years is finna be gone. She go back to trial again, right? If she is deemed innocent, will she get her job back? Do y'all think that she'll get her job back as a correction officer? I'm going to keep you good people abreast to this situation right here because I do want to see the outcome. I got to see the outcome. Move right along. I ain't going to eat much of you. Bite that meat dough. Love that man with everything. Everything I had. I got another something for y'all. Hell, speaking of correction officers, it just don't stop. It really, really just don't stop. Gonna put that there up on the screen for you. Hell, if y'all just not coming on in, subscribe. Y'all, we streaming live everywhere. Everywhere. Mm-hmm. Oh, there was a question over there. Say, what YT channel is am I talking about? The Willie Williams Show live channel. The Willie Williams Show live channel was a channel that I was talking about what I was saying a tad bit earlier. Let me get that right there. Bam, bam, bam. We looking good everywhere. We everywhere. I can't say the words, but the links is down there in the description. It is what it is. We have a situation in Clayton County. We got a Clayton County correction officer. Correction officer, baby, has been arrested because she was sneaking in some contraband. What type of contraband would this correction officer been sneaking into? A inmate
that was staying on top of a Clayton County.
What? What happened? Can I arrest? It's unavailable. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What just happened? Am I still alive? I'm still alive. Oh, I thought they cut me off, man. What the hell happening? What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, hold on. I got to see what. They took it down? Oh, they took the video down. Why would they take that video? Let me go back to my history. Hold on, Swole. We got to figure this out. Wait a minute. Now, where did I just had that right there? No, bam, 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 bam. They took it down. It's nowhere to be found. Wow. Let me try. Clayton County Correction Officer. Let's see. Hold on. I thought they took me down. Like, man, they ain't even my DNA. I'm about ready to cry. Hold on. Correction officer from 1 month ago, from 4 years ago, from 1 year ago. They ain't got nothing. But let me go to Google. Let's search Google. Google done took it down. Correction officer arrested. Google ain't got, whoa, 6 hours ago. Okay. The Atlanta News first got it. Hold on. But it's an article. But why would they take it off? I wonder why they took it off the tube. Hold up. Wow. I ain't never had one just do it like that right there. Oh, wait. I got... Okay, so this was from somebody else who had took it down.
Contraband inside the
pitch. We got it from Atlanta News first, 44 minutes ago. For real though. Ooh, they tried to shelter this baby. Damn it. We got it though. We got a correction officer, a Clayton County jail employee is arrested for contraband trying to get into an inmate. Here we go.
The jail. The Clayton County Sheriff says that one of its employees is the culprit, and she is now behind bars, and our cameras were rolling as that arrest happened. Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond is at the Clayton County Jail with the story you'll see only on Atlanta News First.
This arrest definitely came as a surprise to everyone in the room during that 6 a.m. roll call where our cameras were rolling when 38-year-old security specialist LaPortia Williams was called to the front and then placed in handcuffs. The new jail administrator here says he hoped the message comes across that this will not be tolerated.
They have a new administrator. They have a new HNIC. They got a new HNIC out here.
Specialist Williams.
Step up front, please.
An early morning arrest inside the Clayton County Jail after the sheriff's office says security specialist LaPortia Williams smuggled contraband to an inmate.
You are hereby terminated from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office and under arrest.
Oh, see the other video that I had? They didn't do it like that right here. Oh, they did this in front of everybody. Back it up. Back it up. We ain't playing.
LaPortia Williams smuggled contraband to an inmate.
You are hereby terminated from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office and under arrest.
Atlanta News First heard jail phone audio of Williams conspiring with inmate Rodriguez Martin to smuggle this phone charger inside of this cereal bar box.
In the Reese Puff box. Y'all know that she was cramped. They put her in handcuffs. Listen, imagine y'all coming to work and y'all on the roll call thing, y'all lining up. But have y'all noticed that the majority of these is females? What prison is here? Back it up some more.
Be tolerated.
Specialist Williams.
The majority is women.
Step up front, please.
An early morning arrest inside the Clayton County Jail after the sheriff's office says security specialist LaPortia Williams smuggled contraband to an inmate.
You are hereby terminated from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office and under arrest.
Atlanta News First heard jail phone audio of Williams conspiring with inmate Rodriguez Martin to smuggle this phone charger inside of this cereal bar box. Major Michael Johnson says security cameras captured the moment Williams dropped that box into a trash can like Martin asked her to. A shakedown inside Martin's cell block this morning ended with the inmate back in handcuffs.
Specialist Williams is now an inmate here at Clayton County Jail because of you.
Major Johnson says when he took over as jail administrator a month ago, he warned everyone there would be changes because this happens far too often.
That I can't believe that they're still doing it. After I gave them warning, I told them there's changes coming and let them know that there was going to be consequences to actions such as this.
He says he hopes his message this morning was clear to the other employees that this cannot go on.
If you make a decision to do criminal activity in our jail, you'll see the same fate.
And Major Johnson says he...
Y'all understand that they have the dog inside the room? That's a drug dog that they have inside of this room right now. Oh, so they're going to be searching for... They're going to be checking the employees on the way in. If y'all got smell of reefer, cocaine, perk pills, and all that fly shit, yeah, it's in trouble.
And Major Johnson says he wants to set an example for the future of this jail and their inmates.
We are making sure that we are taking care and custody of all of our inmates and taking care of all of our employees as well. And today we effected a little more change.
During a sweep of that jail block, deputies did find an iPhone in one of those cells, and Major Johnson says it's not yet clear how Martin and Williams developed a relationship to the point where she was tempted to bring in this contraband. At the Clayton County Jail, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News.
Yeah. Hey, put a bitch on black. Do y'all, now listen, because the majority of people, they have this thing called one income. The one thing that you don't want to do is lose your job. The second thing that you don't want to do is lose your job and get arrested. Third thing that you don't want to do is lose your job, get arrested, and now you can't pay your bills. It's shit crazy out here in these streets, ain't it? Huh? You say that's the white Joe Claude. He ain't playing with them, though. He ain't playing with them, though. The majority of the officers is females, and this is just on this shift. He said when I came in, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Listen, the only way to get things, the only way to get contraband inside of a prison is pretty much through the officers. Pretty much through the officers and or a delivery service yeah. This is like the only two ways to really get contraband inside of a prison. And you know, if your prison has a lot of contraband, you have a lot of problems with your officers.
Williams.
call her right up.
Step up front, please.
An early morning arrest.
Hold on, watch this. Pay attention to her face over here. She is playing with the dog, right? She playing with the dog. When he say her name, her face pop up, which can also say in my mind, she knew that little mama was doing something. Whether it was dealing with an inmate and or bringing other things in. Just in my mind. Watch it.
Mrs. Williams. Step up front,
See?
please.
An early morning arrest inside the Clayton County Jail after the sheriff's office says security specialist LaPortia
Now look at LaPortia.
Williams smuggled.
LaPortia Williams just needed some. She just needed attention from a handsome dude. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who she felt is attractive and oh man, he's just so he's just so hot. She just need that type of attention, and he gave that baby that type of attention.
Contraband to an inmate.
You are hereby terminated from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office and under arrest.
I know the other women like, oh, look. Look at her mouth back here. He's like, oh, look at her mouth back. Do y'all know that they waited for lunch? Bitch, they on lunch like, girl, I can't believe. Girl, guess who done got arrested, baby? But look at her face, though. Her face like, I can't believe it, bitch. Oh, and what if she was like, a horrible co-worker or like a slick talking chick? You know what I'm saying?
Contraband to an inmate.
You are hereby terminated from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office and under arrest.
They thought she was finna get an award. Hell no.
Atlanta News First heard jail phone audio of Williams conspiring with inmate Rodriguez Martin.
And y'all so stupid. All calls is being recorded. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. All calls is being recorded. Y'all work at a jail and y'all is employees and y'all know that all calls are being recorded. Can't take y'all serious, man. What's wrong with you good people? I don't know. Decisions. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. Bam. What time is it? It's 44. It's 44. We still out here. We looking good. Bam. Got one for you. Boy, listen, I'm trying to keep it popping with you good people. As y'all come on in. We need some more thumbs up. And we screaming live everywhere. We everywhere. I can't say well, but we everywhere. Everywhere. And thank y'all for being everywhere. I'm looking at what y'all got going on. Remember, y'all share. Promote a player. I need for y'all to promote a player because I can't promote a player. You know what I'm saying? I just need your support on this wonderful SCD Friday. We have a vigil. We got a vigil. We have an emotional visual of a 2-year-old boy who believed to be dumped, who believed to have been dumped in the Bronx River by his daddy, though. Dang.
Boy believed to have been dumped in the Bronx River by his father. A body found today in the East River near the Whitestone Bridge may be 2-year-old Montrell Williams, and his father could be facing a murder charge. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon with family members who attended tonight's vigil.
Please make healing in this family. The tight-knit family of a young father accused of doing the unthinkable is struggling tonight to understand why.
I don't have the answer to why he do this and why he would even think of doing this.
They're remembering.
This is his auntie.
2-year-old Montrell Williams as a sweet and happy toddler.
Montrell was a great baby. He was great. It's just hard. It's real hard.
He kept calling him daddy. He trusted him. He trusted him. He took his life.
It was here at this spot in Garrison Park in Hunts Point, marked with Montrell's favorite toys, that police believe it happened on or around May 10th. The 20-year-old father has been in police custody since Monday, when he allegedly told the child's 17-year-old mother he had thrown their son into the Bronx River. The NYPD launched a search in the water and through surveillance footage.
Our detectives did a good job in getting to this quickly, tracking that video, and seeing the crime committed on the video was heartbreaking.
Today, about 3 miles away near the Whitestone Bridge, they found a small body, transporting the remains to the medical examiner to find answers. The mystery is so painful and baffling to the family of the young father. They say he recently seemed like he'd begun struggling with mental health issues, arguing with family members before leaving their home with little Montrell last month.
Nobody expected this at all. Because he loved his son. But I don't know what drove him to this.
While his family believes and is coming to grips with the idea that he is somehow responsible for this, criminal charges are still pending for the young father. The mother of little Montrell did not attend this vigil tonight, but the father's family said a prayer for her. In Hunts Point, the Bronx, Sonia Rincon.
They said there ain't no criminal charges is pending against the daddy, but I thought that y'all say that the daddy threw the body inside the river. Yeah. And I caught that right there too. He was 17 and the baby mama was 17.
It's real hard.
He kept calling him daddy. He trusted him. He trusted him. He took his life.
It was here at this spot in Garrison Park in Hunts Point, marked with Montrell's favorite toys, that police believe it happened on or around May 10th. The 20-year-old father has been in police custody since Monday, when he allegedly told the child's 17-year-old mother he had thrown
20-year-old and she was 17. So you say that she was pregnant. It's because he's two. He's 2, so she got pregnant when she was 14. If he's 2, she got pregnant when she was 14. And had the baby when she was 15. She's 17 now. So they're 3 years apart, so that was 3 years ago. So 14 and 3 from 10, and he was 17. Oh, so they went to high school together. Oh, all right.
Their son into the Bronx River. The NYPD launched a search in the water and through surveillance footage.
Our detectives did a good job in getting to this quickly, tracking that video, and seeing the crime committed on the video was.
Oh, so they got video. They got video of him throwing the child, and so got to be more careful. Imagine seeing the video where the child go in the water, come back up, and trying to float or breathe or holler, and damn. That's deep.
Was heartbreaking.
Today, about 3 miles away near the Whitestone Bridge, they found a small body, transporting the remains to the medical examiner to find answers. The mystery is so painful and baffling to the family of the young father. They say he recently seemed like he'd begun struggling with mental health issues, arguing with family members before leaving their home with little Montrell last month.
Nobody expected this at all.
Arguing with family before he left, and now he done knocked off his baby, and now y'all is thinking like, oh my God, what could we have done? We possibly didn't even have to have that type of argument that we had. See, we end up having regrets. We end up having regrets when things happen because we don't think that a person will take things that far as removing themselves or removing their other loved ones or something like that. We don't think that it's going to go that far. And that's what be our problem. We don't think people will go that far. So be careful how you speak to people. Be careful how you arguing with somebody. You never know, man, what's going on in people's mind. You never know how far that they're willing to go on that day. The things that you think is petty is not petty to the person who just threw their 2-year-old son inside the river and called a 17-year-old mom and said that he did it. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much, hold you. Shame. Get that on out the way. Oh. Okay, I can move her. I can move that right there. We got that one out the way. Move that. They're gonna try to cancel the play. Oh, all right, bam. We got this one right here. We got an update. We got an update about from the situation that happened in California. Nope. About the situation that happened in Las Vegas. We have more information. The DA may seek the death penalty. The DA may seek the death penalty for the man accused of killing the couple in Las Vegas.
We saw the whole thing. I recorded it, and I want to make the report that we see that person actually take out a gun and shoot somebody. We don't know if the other person's dead.
Chaos on the Strip as we hear witness calls to police to report a YouTuber charged with killing a married couple in front of the Bellagio fountains. Those 911 calls you're hearing first on 8 News Now. Thank you for joining us at 4. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Now, the Clark County District Attorney says the killings were needless and senseless. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Peguero was in the courtroom today for the shooter's hearing.
Manuel Ruiz had his second court appearance on Thursday as he's being held without bail. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson sat in the courtroom where he later said the death penalty is a possibility.
I believe that justice will be served, but I want to assure this community and this country that Las Vegas is a safe place to visit.
Ruiz, who goes by the name Sin City Manny on YouTube, walked into Judge Amy Cellini's courtroom shackled. He's facing 2 open murder charges. Police say he killed Rodney and Tanisha Finley Sunday nights in front of the Bellagio fountains.
The motivation is pretty clear. It's been reported pretty extensively that these individuals knew each other and had an ongoing feud.
The Finleys are YouTubers who go by the name Finny the Legend. The feud between them and Ruiz allegedly began Halloween of 2023. The Finny the Legend live stream captured the shooting with several people calling 911 to report it.
He calls himself Sin City Family. That's their YouTube channel. Sin City Family.
Okay, was he the one that was shot?
No, he's the one that shot the other guy that we were watching online.
An arrest report says Ruiz shot Rodney twice in the head and several times in the arm, and he shot Tanisha in the back of the head. Ruiz.
I didn't know that he shot Buddy in the head twice and shot the wife in the head. I didn't know that.
Says the shooting was self-defense, a claim District Attorney Steve Wolfson strongly disputed.
He said that this shit was self-defense. He said self-defense. Wait, huh? How is it self-defense? Well, I guess you got to try what you can try.
I think it's probably garbage. There's no indication from any of the evidence at all that self-defense would be a viable defense. No weapons were found near the victims, on the victims.
Ruiz said in court he's looking to hire a private attorney. His next scheduled appearance before a judge is on July 3rd. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Josh Peguero, 8 News Now.
That player say self-defense.
District Attorney Steve Wolfson, who we heard from there, describing the shooting in front of the Bellagio as an isolated incident, actually points out that crime is down on the Las Vegas Strip.
That's what's up. Crime down. Although he just shot Buddy and his wife out there in the goddamn street. Listen, I don't like when they do that right there, when there is an incident, when somebody got killed it. Crime down, though. Crime down. Listen, we would not remember that you just had them said the crime down when we just saw a hell of a crime just happen. You know, you may be right. You may be right. The facts may show it. Don't nobody hear that and they just witness a murder. No, they don't care nothing about that right there. Listen, give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the Midday News out here in these streets. This is week number 2 of the Midday News, right? This is week number 2, ain't it? Yeah. Yep, this is week number 2 of the Midday News. You see, he said the wife walked into a bullet. Got to be more careful. Her dead now. Listen, we had 221 likes. Appreciate that right there, man. Thank y'all for being around here, man. We just trying to get the numbers up. We trying to be humble people. And I cannot advertise. We're gonna try not to advertise, but links is in the description and all that good stuff right there. We streaming everywhere. That's what we got to do now. That is what we're gonna continue to say for a good little while to see what happens after that right there. And yeah. Thank y'all for being around here. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just the finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Thank you. Ooh, and y'all remember, make sure that y'all hit the bell. A lot of y'all may think that y'all have hit the bell, although that you all subscribe. A lot of y'all have not hit the bell. A lot of y'all is not still subscribed to a player. A lot of y'all is not subscribed. Please go back. Make sure that you is still subscribed. Make sure that you have hit the bell. We learned earlier you got to turn the bell white. Turn the bell white. It's not a racist thing. Just turn the bell white. The bell is better white. I guess that's how I'm supposed to say it. So listen, we will be back on this wonderful SED Friday. Y'all make sure that y'all link up with whoever that y'all want to link up with today. Pass that thing around and not be afraid. We got medication for everything. Get your hunching on. Do not protect yourself. That shit is illegal. Do not protect yourself on SED Friday. You do that there from Saturday through Thursday. You live your best life on a Friday. Hell, it's also payday. I appreciate y'all for rocking. We out of here, y'all. Make sure that y'all watch the standalone videos that a player done. I do understand that you all is not getting the notifications, but on those other channels, if you're not subscribed to the other channels, please go and subscribe to the other channels and hit the bell. If you're not subscribed to the other channels, just go around there and watch the damn videos. I appreciate that right there.